Sure.
The thing is though, with Abson type of decks, like they're never really bad.
No, no, no.
There's always
The card quality is very high.
yeah, exactly.
And Owen had a point. Like he said that whenever he drew 2 siege rhinos, he could not lose.
Yeah.
There's certainly a point to be made there. Like if you draw enough siege rhinos, any game is easy, because the card is just so inherently powerful.
Yes, it has a comes into play effect, and it demands an answer fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Like you can take one hit of a siege rhino without being in danger, but once he gets to attack twice, that's 11 damage that you're taking.
Like my problem with the card for like when I saw the control deck is that in the matchups where the life is important, it's really good.
Yeah.
But like in control mirrors, honestly, the 4/5 isn't that big a deal. It's just a creature.
Just a creature.
And like
dice to remove.
It harkens to the Bloodbraid Elf, but it doesn't have that Bloodbraid feel where you actually get like a concrete advantage.
No.
But Elspeth is really well positioned in this meta game too. So because she deals with all of the hexproof dragons.
Yeah. On the other hand, it's humiliated by the 3/7.
Yeah, I guess.
And we see Elfgren with plenty of land.
Yeah. So Elfgren is on dragons.
Yeah.
And Dennis looks to be playing Bant. I think I saw blue and green in his hand, so it's unlikely that. Leading off with a Temple of Plenty.
Yeah.
Puts the scry on top. It's always good when you get what you're looking for.
Yes, he has a Dromokas command in hand, not the kind of card that you're looking for in the matchup.
Elfgren is actually playing main deck Tasigur, it looks like.
Yeah, that's definitely Tasigur there.
I was never a fan of Tasigur in the old blue-black deck, because you never. I don't believe you ever have time to actually activate it.
No.
It's like paying for mana, even in the control mirror, to get a card that's usually not very good. It's just not something you have time for. But this deck that's more proactive, I could see it being a lot better.
Yeah.
Then we have a Sylvan Keratin.
Yeah.
Getting that mana ramp online.
And here's the bane of all mana ramp decks in Bertil Elfgren's hand, a Crux of Fate.
Yeah. So not as good against this deck specifically because you have all the recursive creatures and the fleece mains and stuff. But it's this early, it's still very good. And there's an ultimate prize as well, and I think maybe a Dragon Lord's Prerogative, some kind of draw spell. And then we see the Raptor, recursion coming right up. It was a pretty decent beater too.
Yeah, the Death Mist Raptor, of course, being 3/3 for 3. That when something morphs up,
dust.
It returns to play either face up or face down.
Yeah.
So if you have 2 of them, you can keep them cycling back and forth from the graveyard.
It's a good answer to Siege Rhino because of the Death Touch. It's the type of card that Abson doesn't really want to run into.
Exactly.
I think it's against the Dragon deck, it's good, but it's a little bit on the slow side. So it's not that big a deal for them.
You mean the red-green Dragon deck?
No, this Dragon deck.
Okay.
Esper Dragons. Because the strength compared to like the last blue black control, I feel like this deck is actually capable of closing out the game. Like, it takes 4 hits and you're done. So like, just going 3/5s at a 3/3 Death Touch is pretty slow.
Yeah. Elfgren here.
Tapping out for a Tasigur.
Yeah. The 4/5 with the Delve.
Tasigur is not a fan of the Death Touch guy though.
No.
That's not a matchup I like.
No. And
it would be pretty interesting to watch in real life though.
Yeah.
Like a guy beating up a raptor. That seems to be the theme of the set too, like people punching out animals.
Yeah. So he leads with the Tasker. He has a Dragon Lord Ojutai in hand as well. But does he have the 5th land? I don't think he does.
I don't think he does. The last card is...
it's a Hero's Downfall.
No, I think it's... It might be a land.
Oh, okay.
Or, yeah, I'm not sure.
Dig Through Time.
Morphing might be either...
a Den Protector or
Then Protector, of course, being the new witness.
Eternal Witness, yes.
A lot of people call it maternal witness.
Oh. How very fun of them.
So it's when you flip it up, you get to do the Eternal Witness effect, just straight recover.
Yeah.
No, is it recover? The regrowth.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we have it. And it has a pretty decent evasion too, especially once you morph it.
Mm-hmm. It's just that it can't be blocked with power with by creatures with power
the
less
classic green evasion.
Evasion.
And then we see another one on the top of his deck.
Yeah. Den is not having it though. He's shuffling away the top card with his
He doesn't want. Oh yeah,
Flooded Strand.
he's looking for a land, obviously.
Yes, I think.
I mean,
so.
I think it's a card he would gladly draw here. It's very good in this type of situation because you can get back the second one.
Yeah, but he's under quite a bit of pressure from the Tasger here.
He can take 4 hits.
Yeah.
The thing with control decks is that they generally not very heavy on reach.
No.
So, I think he's fine. And here we see the Valor stance.
Yes.
Taking down
the Tasger. So the Tasger wasn't a very big problem for him anyway.
Actually, like having to waste the Valor stance in this type of matchup is really important because his deck is so light on removal that Bertil can almost attack freely with the Ojutai at this point. Like I think there's like 2 or 3 stances main deck. And sure, you can Dramoka's command and kill it, but he doesn't have that type of creature on board right now.
No, exactly.
I don't know if this deck is it playing Polukranos or Surak the Hunt Caller?
I don't think
I
they
think
are.
they're playing Surak.
Okay.
Not so sure about Polukranos though.
Yeah. On top here we see Mastery of the Unseen. Quite a nice synergy with, for instance, cards like Courser of Crucifix in play.
With creatures, really.
Yes, you get to cherry pick what cards to manifest and what cards to draw.
Here we see the swing.
Yes.
No fear.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
He has revealed Dramoka's command. So.
Yeah, but it still dies if he. I guess you could play double Dramoka's command, but that's. I think you have to block his Bertil here. No. Is he respecting like Gather Courage or something?
I am not sure.
That attack is really. I think it's a really cool attack, but I think I would just call it. To be fair, I would just block.
Yeah. And this turn we have the.
But I think Bertil, I guess, since he has Crux too, just getting to keep the dragon is really good.
Yeah.
Does he have a counterspell?
He doesn't have a counterspell. Unless he drew it exactly this turn, but I think he drew Thoughtseize.
That's essentially the same thing, though. He has a Bile-Blight in hand too.
Yeah. So presumably this turn will be Bertil playing Crux of Faith on non-dragons.
I think he'll just Thoughtseize, take an eventual removal spell and attack.
Yeah.
Looking to make his land drops. He's not under any heavy pressure to actually. No. And there was
2.
Yeah, he actually had a double Dramoka's command.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he would waste it though, but I guess since he gets to keep the Courser, that's pretty. Still, if you believe the double Dramoka's command is the only way to actually
kill the Ojutai.
Yeah, I think with the Crux in hand, you might block anyway.
Yeah.
Because then you burn through his whole hand.
Yeah, true. Swing with the Dragon Lord Ojutai. 5/4 that anticipates when it connects.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking
Top
at 3 cards. Finding in Caves of Koilos.
And a Silumgar's Scorn, which I think is the card he'll take.
Yeah.
I mean, having that counter is really good right now.
Yeah. It looks like he takes an
island. I guess you could make a point for Cruxing this turn. Like, if you make a land drop, play the Crux, that's pretty strong. Because it gets rid of any putting the Raptor into play shenanigans. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes Dramoka's command a lot less good, too.
He turns up the...
Stratus Dancer?
Oh. countering.
That's a value play right there.
Yes. And countering the Crux of Fate. So from everything looking fine and dandy for Bertil, he's now in dire straits.
Yeah, that Stratus Dancer is one of the best cards against Esper.
Yeah.
It's incredible because it's actually quite the fast clock too.
Yeah. Now he has a 3/2 flyer on board, and also he gets back the Death Mist Raptor. So
if this was a fighting game, this is where we'd say wrecked. Did you see that combo? I don't know.
And Rachid swings for 8 here.
Yeah.
And
Bertil
Bertil
is at 13.
Yeah. Revealing Temple of Plenty.
Yep.
The Course of Graphics, of course, allowing you to play lands from the top of your library, and you play with your top of your library revealed. Also gaining some life.
So here we see Master of the Unseen come out.
Attack here.
Yep. So Bertil goes to 5.
Yes, exactly.
He has a dig through time in hand, so he can look for some kind of answer. But that Mastery of the Unseen makes it kind of hard to.
Yeah, it's such a resilient.
Even I think you're only running one more sweeper at this point. Most decks have 2 Cruxes, so you're looking for that. I guess one way is to draw maybe Silumgar. One of the Silumgars could do it.
Yeah, maybe.
And some lists play the Death Bringer Regent, but I don't think he has enough mana to actually dig for that. I think you have to swing with Ojutai here, though.
So he has 4 cards in the graveyard as is. So a dig through time would cost 4, and then he has 3 cards left.
Yeah, he could potentially Bile Blight, the 3/2.
And I think we have the life totals mixed up here. I think the last attack.
Yeah, he should be at 5, obviously.
Yeah, and Dennis is not at 8.
Unless Dennis is at what, 16?
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah.
So yeah, game 1, at least from what we've seen here, looks pretty annoying for the Dragon deck.
Yes.
It's a lot of creatures coming.
That Stratus Dancer. That's
yeah. I mean that was. If that was, say, the Maternal Witness instead, I think this game would have looked like very different.
Yep.
So, I guess I don't know how many Stratus Dances you're playing main deck. It might be that he's thinking that there's so much control that he's just gonna, I don't know, even play 4. I don't think it's unreasonable.
Classic Elfgrens trying to fetch the wrong kind of land here. Sacrifices Floodstrand and went to find
a shady bastard.
Swamp. Yes. Exactly.
Should watch out. He's not actually a shady bastard.
No.
I'm just talking. Don't want another controversy online. Had enough of those.
Yes. And so you dig first here?
I'm not sure. I think the problem is you might dig into a card that only works if you don't swing.
Yeah.
But
true,
like
true.
I would err on the side of swinging first if that wasn't the case, because you'd rather, like, if you draw say a 7-drop or something there, yeah, he's swinging.
Apparently,
he probably thinks that there's no out if he doesn't, like, he has no out that he can dig into for this mana.
Has he played a land yet?
Yeah, I believe he played the fetch. Yeah, he did.
Okay.
And 5 cards in the graveyard, so they cost 3.
Yeah. So the fetch land adding to the graveyard, so you can make the
And now
card.
he's at 4, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I think that he's been. I think that the attack by mistake got taken off Rachid's life total instead of Bertil's.
Exactly.
So that's what so he's actually at 4, which means that I think you have to swing because you can't just Bile-Blight yourself out of it. There's a Dragon Lord's Prerogative, and a
Urborg.
yeah. No, actually, a dig through time and then that one.
Yeah. Card drawing spells galore.
Yeah. Thanks to dig through time. And at this point, what are you looking for?
Yes.
I mean, if you find a Crux of Fate, which you can't cast, never mind.
No.
Yeah, you're pretty much screwed here.
Elfgren with the Stone Cold past the turn.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Could have the Fog. Oh, he could have Aether Spouts, potentially.
Yes.
That would be really strong here, too.
Rachid fetching here with...
Rachid gonna manifest a card here?
Yeah.
Very likely. Or, yeah, he's going to manifest a card.
Reveal the top card here.
Yeah, it's really nice for us. It's a Surak the Hunt Caller, so I was right.
Yes, he is running Zurix.
It's a really strong card.
Yeah, I want to make this guy into play. Upside down, which of course means that he can flip it up for 4 mana next turn.
Yeah, and then potentially give another creature haste.
Exactly.
So if he draws a creature here, which he's not going to, because he's going to draw land.
Is he? He might.
Yeah.
He might manifest the land on upkeep.
Yeah, he could do that. Yeah, that's actually pretty good, because then he can give that creature haste.
Yeah. And end of Elfgren's turn, we
There's a
are
Bile
bile
Blight.
biting. Bile biting the Surak here. So now we dig through time with only 3 mana up.
Yeah, and with only single black, I think you're screwed here.
Yeah.
No, actually, you can find the Foul Tongue Invocation like he just did. That's 4 life.
That's indeed for life. So the Foul Tongue invocation is
And Rachid is at 11, so I could see maybe if you swing the next turn too, and then you double Foul Tongue or something like that,
yeah.
you can get out of it. Because you have the second dig.
But that Mastery of the Unseen though.
I mean, sure, but as long as you get enough life that you're not dying, Ojutai can win through it. Something just happened, but that's all right.
We're back if we were ever gone.
Yeah.
And
I completely forgot about the Foul Tongue.
yeah.
So he's obviously taking that, and then I think he's tanking on the second card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
goes
looks
for
like
the Silumgar.
yeah, the 3/7 Silumgar.
Yeah.
Puts the rest of the card on the bottom. Foul Tongue Invocation. Please sacrifice a creature, Mr. Dennis Rachid. What's it going to be? Is it maybe the 0/3? Yeah. I can make a case for keeping the 0/3 there because you're 1 mana of activating the mastery twice.
But I think you'd rather have lethal. Oh, yeah, he's actually 1 short. No, he's not, because he can just double. Yeah, this game is actually over. Because he can just give counters
With the Dramokus command, yeah.
He actually gets to kill the dragon too, for added humiliation, if he wants to.
Yeah, because of the death touch.
So what you do here is you play the first one, put a counter, kill your own Master of the Unseen, and then the second one you fight the dragon and then you kill him. That's the most evil play. So is he going for?
Swinging for 10?
Yeah, he's going for the win now.
No, swinging for 8, of
Yeah.
course. Counter and fight.
Oh. So that was post combat, I guess?
Yeah.
Did Bertil gain some more life that we were not aware of?
Maybe we have the life totals
Yeah.
back.
I mean, obviously, Dennis Rachid would not miss lethal. So I think we can be pretty certain the life totals were off in our heads too.
Yep. Maybe the life totals on screen were actually correct.
No, he packs it in anyway.
Yep.
It was the bad manner pass. I see that too.
Trying to convince your opponent of either spouts or something like that. The thing is, though, with the Master of the Unseen, either spouts, like, you recover so quickly from that.
Yeah, it's just that the initiative was under some amount of pressure. Like, it's not inconceivable that he dies given enough time. Yes. Especially since if you have the Silumgar, the turn after you get to clean all the morph tokens off the tables.
True.
Because that's the way Silumgar works.
Rachid brings in Mistcutter Hydras here.
Very sure what he's bringing in. We see, interestingly, a couple of Sunscorch Radiants in the board for
Rachid or for
Elfgren.
Elfgren. Another
I
dragon.
Seen that
yeah.
Before it's pretty good in this match, for example, because he's playing a lot of spells, so you're gonna gain significant amounts of life. And it's a pretty big beater too.
Yep.
Like without removal.
And while the players sideboard, we might take a short break.